It's week 3 of the 2024 season, and we'll see Chris Olave. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Commanders and the Saints coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game, as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 24 carries, 118 yards.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
From the 27, Mahomes. There's Chris Olave. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got an open man. It's Olave. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll run here with Taylor, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field. But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
first down, and it's Pollard again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. Mills now. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And sometimes when you see a running back lined up out wide, you think maybe he's just a decoy. But not in this case. He was lined up out wide to the left, turned into a primary receiver, and picked up a nice chunk of yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mills. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mills. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. From the 31, Mills. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mills. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here is Washington now to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 31, Mahomes got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He completes it to Olave. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, How about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw over, and a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Washington on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, Mills. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mills. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Mills.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver still gets a point there? Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Pollard.
And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Targeting blitz on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Johnson's got it complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Mahomes. His throw incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots, and there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Wilson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Pitts.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Commanders,
it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home